Joseph Downey here, Esports News Network. I'm here with a guy who likes Pokemon so much he put IV in his name, Chuppa Cross. How you doing today, man?
Hey, doing all right.
All right, so right now you are 3-1, is that correct?
Yup.
All right, so you just won your game on stream, third game, went back round 4. What was the difference between winning that round 3 and what did you struggle with in round 4?
Round 4 was just like, I guess my opponent had a pretty aggressive team that I wasn't familiar with how they were going to use some of their tools, and by the time I had an idea which things I could exploit, like let's say the fact that they had a bunch of different choice items on their team, it was a little bit too late for me and I'd spent too much time learning.
Understood. So what Pokemon or items are you struggling to combat with your team right now?
Let's see. I mean, Choice Specs can just load up a lot of damage really quickly. I have Iron Bundle for speed control, but some Choice Specs Pokemon just do damage a little bit too quickly for Iron Bundle to keep up with. Like Specs Golden Go was something that I was struggling with in the first round.
And I noticed you didn't use Fluttermane on your team this go around. Fluttermane is the dominant pick for priority right now. What made you not pick Fluttermane for your team? What did you replace it with?
I think Flutter's really strong, but honestly, it was like never really on my team. Right? I guess I tested a little bit, but it wasn't quite a close fit, and I ended up preferring other like heavy special hitters like Heatran, especially because Heatran can turn into a Fairy type as well. Get some of those same great resistances.
Right. Yeah, you have been using some original Terra types. A lot of people prefer Grass Heatran. What's the idea behind your Fairy Heatran over that Grass one?
Fairy's really good. Like, I think the important thing to understand about Grass is, like, sure, it's like you get to do great against a Moongus, do good against Rillaboom, but your opponent might have a Qian Pao or something in the back that's going to punish it. A lot of teams don't actually have something to hit Fairy for super effective right now, so it's kind of just like you get a lot of the benefits without the drawbacks. Or one of the most common steel attackers is Iron Hand's Heavy Slam, which is like pretty weak against Heatran because Heatran's also a very heavy Pokemon. So it's basically very few downsides.
Great. All right. And for the rest of this VGC season, we're in our last stage of Regulation D. So what do you think we're going to be seeing from this point forward, or what are you at least planning for?
I think if Regulation E has the same Pokemon as Regulation D allowed, it's probably going to look very similar. I think it's just going to be tough for any of the new or returning Pokemon to keep up with powerhouses like Urshifu, Landorus, Fluttermane. There's just so many Pokemon like that are probably going to stay very dominant, even with some of the returning faces.
All right, great. Thank you very much, man.